We're on the road again. We're heading to
the
Knot.
Stanley.
Yes. So it's an extinct volcano. It's about 150 metres high. Just been formed.
Well, no, isn't
They've said 150 metres.
it? 250.
250. 250 metres high above the ground. So great view.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
Hang on. We'll just wait.
It traverses a distance of 250 metres, rising 95 metres.
Oh.
So what's that mean?
So
This is a chairlift I'm looking at now.
200 metres across. Oh, the chairlift goes 95. So there's a chairlift up the top and there's a walk around the top of it too. So I'll show you a bit of that too, because the weather's good at the moment. We'll just show you a little bit of that. We can see the nut in the distance. I think you can see it in the distance there. That's the nut. So we found out it is 195 152 metres high. The chairlift goes for 95 metres and it traverses across the top of 250 metres. So there you go. Just those figures thrown at you there. You're confused as we are. Not surprised. But there it is in the distance, the nut. That's where we're going to go and climb on the chairlift. Well, here we are, missus. We're on the Knot. Well, we're on our way up to the Knot. And we worked out it is 152 metres high, and this is 95 metres long. It's 250 metres across the top of it. So this is what the Knot at the bottom looks like. This is where we've just left. And that's Stanley behind us. Oh, look at that view there, missus. Pretty special. So you can see Stanley Bay over the background there. Stanley Township behind us. Very pretty. So the sign just tells us 143 metres high.
I thought it was 152.
Yeah, that was what we were told, 152. That says 143. I'll read the signs. Yeah, so this is the jetty down here. Let's have a little look. Got two people here, but just go and push them over the edge and don't have a place to yourself. So this is one of the lookouts. And a few boats down the water. Well, I see two. There's supposed to be a jetty here somewhere. It's on the other side, is it? Can't see anything down there. Breezy, but oh yes, beautiful, beautiful day. We're just saying that that little peninsula jutting out there is so green. So we're still on top of the nut here, missus, but it's not exposed, but this is all part of the same volcano. We're just looking in, there's a few little, what they call pademelons, are basically little airy roos.
Little airy roos?
They get airy noses and airy asses. Little airy roos. Yeah. And they fart a lot too. There he is, little fella. Little airy nose. Forwards, or are we going backwards, missus? Forwards or backwards? Well, good afternoon from the Stanley Hotel. We've just stopped in for a little bit, and missus, how's the ambience?
Beautiful.
It is. It is. We've got some shoes on today. Thongs are off. This is our view, and that little place across the road, 550 grand. And we just looked at the temps, and it's a cool 13 degrees.
It's
so
lovely.
these beers are going down well, and it's it is very pleasant.
James Boak's draft.
James Boak's draft. Have a look at that sky. It's been a brilliant day, absolutely brilliant. Hello, missus. We're just walking back to the car. We just had a beer at the Stanley Hotel. And we just wanted to show you how calm it is. It's like a mill pond. Absolutely beautiful. It's supposed to get 10 to 20 mils tomorrow. Can't believe it, can you?
What's in the background?
So we're just up the back of Stanley at Highfield House, but we're just saying how English all this looks. So behind us were some convict barracks. They built in 1843, and they housed between 45 and about 70 convicts over the time that Highfield House was built, and it was built for the manager of the settlement, the Van Diemen's Land
company.
The company, yeah. So they built that over a number of years, but it's very English. Highfield Historic Site, English Country Garden. So at the lookout up here, there is also a memorial to Arthur Long, who was the first ever man to fly solo across Bass Strait. And he did that in 1919, and he mused after the flight, "I do not for a moment consider that a daily air service is possible between Hobart and Melbourne." There you go. Too far. That was back in 1919. But this is very pretty this morning. What's the temperature? It's only about 9, isn't it? It's not that bad today. Can you hear the birds having a sing in the background?
Balmy 11.
A balmy 11, there you go. So we just popped into Stanley just to have a cup of tea and grab a coffee. And you can probably see my face, it's looking a bit torn up at the moment. I'm treating some skin cancers, and yeah, it's giving it some wellies, so Aldara's the go, and it burns them off over time, but holy moly, you can feel it. Anyway, while we're getting a cup of tea, you'll never guess what Sue's found. Have a look at this.
It's a rhubarb tea cake. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's homemade, and she's warmed it up, and the cream is just to die for as well. It's just to die for.
It is the whole lot. Yum, yum. So we've decided instead of going back to Wynyard, we're coming back here because of that, the cream cakes. And we might have a Sue's birthday dinner out in Stanley. Crossing the Arthur River. Have a look at that wind and water. We're getting blown around a bit. Oh. Circular head of Arthur River. Hey, missus, how are we?
We're all right.
We're all right. Wombat! Oh my God! So we're just coming down into, where, missus? Dip Falls. And very tropical, except for the temperature. Because it's, what do we say, 9 degrees? So there's 100 steps here. But also on the other side there, there's a disabled viewing platform. So if you're not into the 100 steps, yeah, no, it's pretty easy. But yeah, you can hear the water. Dip Falls this is, so about 45 minutes from Stanley. They've got a special viewing deck here. Ah, look at that. Well, that's pretty special. That's the disabled viewing deck up the bottom, that's at the top there. Proper deck here, look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. This is Tasmania. This is what Tasmania is. Get a couple of pickies. The view from the disabled lookout down at the bottom of the falls. That's where we were down there. You just see the bottom falls tipping over the edge. What a beautiful view, love. We're going to look at the big tree now. Summit, look out. So that's the Arthur River. Coming over the Arthur River. Look down there, that's pretty special. So, we've arrived at the Julius River Rainforest walk. And look at Mrs. She's all dressed for rainforest walking. Look at this water though. They haven't, they've had a bit of a drought in Tasmania by the sounds. It's only rained since the last week. They had no rain over Christmas. And the rivers are running. And the animals and the birds and the wildlife and the trees, they're all loving it, all this water. There you go. So this is about an hour, isn't it?
No, half an hour.
Half an hour, righto. We're going for a wander through. 2 half-hour walks, okay. We've got a little bit of a late start. Unusual for us to get a late start.
Not a very nice morning.
Oh, it wasn't a real nice morning, no. There you go. Well, I've succumbed. I'm no longer in shorts and thongs. It's a little bit cool for that. But I do have tracky pants on and got the sand shoes. The Joe Brunners. This is what we're looking at. Oh, it's raining again. Well, we are in a rainforest. Some good water in here, isn't there? Yeah. So we're hoping we can see a wombat, because we had a debacle with the wombat this morning. I was filming and not recording and talking through it and commentating. I thought I was David Attenborough there, but yeah, just didn't turn the camera on. So we'll have to see another one. We'll do. We will do. So have a look at this stairwell. Goes right up into the forest. Staircase to heaven. There you go.
Where the rain coming from?
The sky, I think, love.
It's blue sky above me.
Oh, okay. It's a rainforest. It just makes its own. So the stairway to heaven in the rainforest. Yee-hoo! Julius Creek Rainforest Walk. It's only about half an hour. So this place is called the Edge of the World. All the logs washed up there. So these could have come from Argentina, using the roaring 40s. So some of these logs aren't native to Australia. There you go, the sun out. So it's going to be a little bit windy out here. What's the temperature? It's about 8 degrees. Quite warm today.
Now.
The edge of the world, northwest coast of Tasmania.